Hello friends, welcome back again in that evening session today. Now we will discuss today afterwards like whatever we have discussed on Ayodhya of Ram and how is that Ayodhya is connected with our Hindu Muslim community that they are always taking advantage of it. Okay, and how it is affecting our Sampurna Vyavastha Parivartan program which is given by Mr. Rajiv Dixit ji. Okay, so how will be everything affecting and everything we'll discuss in this. So we are there before that which we have discussed in 1989 whatever national fronts they have done it in our India. Okay, now we will discuss the issues of whether the plaintiffs 1 and 2 are judicial personals are affirmatives was affirmative, and part of the reasoning by the judgment is as follows: that the place itself or the Asian uh, Sri Rama Janam Bhumi, as it has come to known, has been an object of worship as a deity by the devotees, as it personify the spirit of the divine for worshipped in the form of Sri Rama Lala and Lord Rama the child. The Asthan was thus defined and has had a juridical personality of its own even before the construction of the temple building or the installation of the idol of Bhagwan Sri Ram Therat. The actual and continuous performance of puja of such an immortal deity by its devotees is not essential for its existence as a deity. The deity continues to exist so long as the place exists, and being land, it is indestructible. Thus, Asthan Sri Ram Janam Bhumi is an indestructible and immemorable deity who has continued to exist throughout the ages. So, like that, they had decided that this kind of places they can hide it out with normal peoples. Okay, like our wish which we are doing, like Tirupati puja we are doing it. Okay, how can they hide in such a place? But they had tried their best to do it in this way. And Vaishno Devi, we are always we all know everyone in India that how is the Vaishno Devi and Tirupati and all the lot of these are kind of places we have to go for that worshipping, and all peoples will go because of their whatever religious it is connected. So but they want to control it, they want to control, okay, so that they can control the conflict between the Hindu and Muslims, for the ages it will be continuing, so they just want to it to be continued. Thus, it is well settled and confirmed by the authorities or jurisprudence and code of various countries that for a bigger trust of the socio-political scientific development evolution of fictional personality to be a juristic person become inevitable. This may be an entity, living, inanimated object or things. So they have put it in this statement wise. Okay, the next friend adds the deities are impotent for a temple. Architects was has already taken charges of the temple designed, and a date has been set for its constructions. So everything was like pre-planned, okay, and the dates and the worshipping and everything, how it will be there, how we'll control it, how the conflict will be there for the entire ages for this Hindu Muslim and all, everything was decided earlier itself. The historian Panikar explained the temple campaign launches and led by the VHP with the active support and participant of the BJP and RSS, was religious only in the form but political in content. The project pursued in religious idols for political ends, a process of politicians Ram and politician religion. Resolution or support for the temple construction movement was brought on the election manifesto of BJP in 1991. It was this stage that the so-called religious issues completely merged with the political issues. Okay, so always they want to make it in a political way. Okay, how to control them, how to agitate them in between. Sometimes they will give they will give some money to some peoples and they will kill some particular Muslim guys, and sometimes they will kill some Hindu guys. So always the agitation should be there. Okay, like Godra Khan, they have done it, but then still the same person is now PM. So you can see that how they have played it very well in time to time, with the proper controlling and the power and all thinking of all this programming and all is given by the Britishers. Okay, and controlling by Britishers only. As you know that we are not freedom, we not got the freedom, we have got a false freedom, and still that we are a state, well, like still we are a state under United Kingdom. Okay, so these all things are there, but still because of that particular thing, whatever they have made, controlling our full entire nation, like political system. So and the other issues also they have created like this, like India Pakistan, they have created just for the sheikh, that they will control it for the entire ages. Okay, or whole nation about and around this religious part. Okay, so that's why now BJP are the control puppet of this UK guys and Britishers, and they have taken this regional issues in their manifesto also, as decided by the Britishers. Okay, so the political activist is whatever shift a body from the place assigned to it or change a place destinations. It make visible that had no business being seen, and make heard or discourse where some there was only place for noise. It makes understood a discourse that was once only heard as noise. Politics occur when there is a place or a way for two heterogeneous processes to meet. Okay, so they want to just mix up this regional and that your political and regional issues, so that they can win the election, they can stand in front of peoples who actually want the Hindu Muslim conflicts to be raised in India and all, so that they can take maximum advantage of it. The issue emerged on the national political scenario, and the peoples were mobilized for the same. It had set up the political agenda for the nation. The government touched a sympathetic chord in the mind of Hindus, even in area where worship of Rama was not popular. Okay, so that's whatever like they have intentions were there. That's clearly indicating that they want a proper conflict between Hindu and Muslim time to time, so that peoples will understand, oh, why these Muslim guys they are doing bad thing about for this Hindus and all. So always the conflict will be there. So a Hindu will be saying, oh, they are killing us, means our strength is going down. So and then in future the full of India will be there full of Muslims, and we will not be able to stay here in India. So that's why. But you know that in India a lot of Hindus are already there, so we don't require to bother about that itself. So after that, the person are classified as a natural and juristic person. The natural person is a being to whom the law attributes personality in accordance with the reality and the truth. The legal person are being real and imaginary, to whom the law attributes personality by the way of fictions. The legal personality is an artificial creation of the law. Example: a group of human beings of fund an idol. An idol may be regarded as a legal persona in itself. The law recognizes certain human agents as representatives of the idol or the fund. Okay, and this is no merely academic distinctions for it in the legal persona of the idol that is bound to the legal relationship created, not that on the agent. The legal personality then refer to the particular device by which the law creates or recognized units to which it aspires certain powers and capability. Means they just see the idols and funds whatever they are raising to the peoples to start up this kind of conflicts between the peoples of for creating more Hindu and Muslim issues in India. Okay, so that they can gain this politically power, they can raise it in the political way, and they can win the election, and that's why they win the election in Gujarat. Okay, Gujarat they have done it initially, and they have done it very long way. Like BJP, they have conquered this Gujarat from so many long years itself. So that then in after it they have came in central, and now like already from 2014 PM was there from Narendra Modi, who is from BJP only. Okay, so the legal person hold a right and duties. It can own and disposes of property. It can receive gift and it can sue in the name of its court. Okay, however, the judicial person in the idol is not the material image, and it is exploded a theory that the image itself develop into the legal person as soon as it is consecrated. Okay, it is not also correct for the supreme being of which the idol is a symbol or image in the receipt and the honor of the dedicated property. The idol's interests are attended to by the person who has the deity in its charge and who is in law in its manager. The fictitious ownership which is imputed to the deity is determined by the expressed intentions of the founded. The debuter property cannot be applied or used for any purpose other than that indicated by the founder. The deity as owner therefore represents nothing else but the intention of the founder. In the case of dedicated property, the deity is to be regarded as honor, not in the primary but in the secondary sense. Okay, that you can understand. Okay, so they don't want to like having the proper connection with these idols and whatever they are keeping in the temples. They are having the different kind of way of thinking, how we can use this kind of things so that they can raise the political and whatever gains will be there in their business. Okay, because it's just a business for them. BJP is just doing business for Hindu Muslim conflicts and all, and always time to time they will always do it. So the plainfield and have specifically pledged and has given reason as to why the place believed to be the birthplace of Lord Rama is a deity. The reliance has been placed or for paras 19 20 21 of the plant 19 that is manifestly established by public record of unimpressible authority that the premises in the dispute is the place where Maryada Purushottam Sri Ramachandra Ji Maharaj was born on the son of Maharaja Dashrath of the Solar dynasty, which according to the tradition and the faith of the devotees of Bhagwan Sri Ram in the place where he manifested himself in human form as an incarnation of Bhagwan Vishnu. The place was given even being called Sri Rama Janam Bhumi by all and sunder through the ages. Okay, so these are the links given in this, so you can easily go to this PDF and you can find out more about this Ayodhya files. Okay, and then this also you can see we have given you already the documents in your table, so you can just have a look in that. And in your this particular Rajiv Dixit auditorium, you can have that particular whatever, if you want in soft copy as well. You just give us an email ID so that we can share you that email whatever documents you needed. Okay, then recent then Rashtrapati, and or you can say Rashtriya Samyak Seva Sangh. Okay, that also RSS. Okay, RSS also they have started a world organization of socio culture change in Hindu society formed in 1925. So they have just created by the Britishers only, and still they are running by the Britishers only. But their faces are different. Their faces looking like Indian peoples only, but its controlling is there totally with the Britishers. And racing justice and disagreement policies and philosophies that are also given, and the friend and the enemy distinctions. So everything is given in your this thing. Now the politics is a matter of subject for them, BJP now they are saying, and rather modes of justifications sub by subjectification renuncer means the production through a series of action of the body and the capacity of indications not previously uh, identifiable within a given field of experience, whose identification is this part of the configuration of the field of experience. So, and the necessary prerequisite was to establish Ayodhya as essentially Hindus by linking it with the legend of Ram. The dispute structure was projected as a national shame and as a sign of slavery, requiring removal. The dual meaning of Ayodhya, a symbol of Hindu identity and Muslim atrocity, becomes socially visible through a series of public interventions from Ram Shila Puja on 30th September 1988 to the demolition of Masjid on 6th December 1992. Okay, so they have this particular even whatever things are there, they already decided and they have done it in a very proper manner. So more importantly, the participation of them facilitated their internationalization as well. It was this intensibility which made Ayodhya a powerful mobilizing force. The Rath Yatra and the temple construction movement had been elevated to the right of Hindus version, the rights of the Muslims. Okay, so after that, the coercive chapter of mobilization was not conformed to the political. It embedded the domain of religion as well. The Mandir Masjid controversy was firm anchored in the religion faith, and supporting the movement for the ritual of the temple was projected as a religious obligation. Another trait which underlined the Hindus' mobilization was the influence of the irrationals. By invoking faith as a only creation for locating the temple at the masjid site, the Hindutva not only tried to dismiss facts and evidence and inconsequently, but also distancely itself from the rationals. The principal thrust of the movement was fostering idolatry with the religious reformers of the 19th century, and rejected irrational or inconstitutional with spiritual prescriptions. The twin feature of Hindu mobilization and irrationality, and the Morrisons and the rationality of the fascist experience in Europe, says Panikar. So it is all controlled by that European guys, means Britishers only, that time itself. And they know like how to exploit the people, and they like how to keep it on the topic between Hindu and Muslim in India, and by raising little conflicts in between. And you can continue the topics for next 100 or maybe 200 years. So like that, so that belief in a polemical mode of relations, it is a matter of religion, faith, which cannot be decided by the court. Okay, the Vishnu Hari Dalmia, president of VHP, also has told about this. So a lot of people who has given a statement which is like little bit like controlled by that European guys only, then they will be like always getting promotion. And once they are giving us a statement which is not as per them, so they are either killing these kind of peoples who has given these kind of statements, otherwise, or they will be like removing from the parties. So like that actions also are taking place in between. So one can define religion as that which remove things, places, animals, and people from common use and transports them to a separate sphere. The argument explain, not only is there no religion without separation, but every separation contain or converses it in itself a genuinely religious nucleus. The apparatus that activities and regulates separation is sacrifice. Sacrifice always sections the passage of something from the profanes to the sacred, from the human sphere to the divine. The concentrate that the term that designated the exit of things from the sphere of human law. So whatever things are there that they have given here also, like whatever things are like 48 whatever it's given, like a mobilizing force, so that is a religious symbol and a political mobilization. Okay. And this all document also you can refer the agitation of the mandir at Ayodhya, the author K.N. Panikar, source and social scientificist, and volume 21 number 7:8. Okay, that they have given in July and August 1993. So and then next whatever 49 will be there, means is a real Rath Yatra. Rath Yatra, you can say Charitot journey undertaking to mobilize mass opinion. Okay, so these kind of Rath Yatras they will do it so that they can unite the Hindus which are already united, but they have just shown on the picture, so get that political benefits of it. Okay, then in that 50s, that masjid site. Okay, masjid site. So towards this end of present days, Ayodhya was identified as a Ayodhya of Valmiki Ramayan, which underlined its antiquity as well as its scarcity with the birthplace of Rama. That historical evidence did not bear out this claim was hardly important at faith rather than reason or historical proof was invoked for support. Okay, and the historical of the Hindutva came spelled out the rational as follows: in religions, it is a matter of faith, not of proof. By faith and the faith alone, Hindu believe Ram Janambhumi in Ayodhya to be the birthplace of Lord Ram. The sanctity and thus attributed to Ayodhya not only underline its Hinduism but also made the constructions of Muslim other easier. The aligned destructions of temple by Babur was not just a desecration of an ordinary place of worship but a grave assault to Hindu faith itself. So whatever these peoples they are doing it with the Muslim sites also, it is all on planned wing. Okay, and in this era like 1990s, you can see that Ramayana also came in Hindi on the our TV news channel TVs, so that they will be like more interacting with the Rama, or how the Ramayana is there, how the Sri Ramji is born everywhere, how he did it, and how he fight that particular persons out there in the entire Ramayana. Okay, and how this Ravan has been killed by Sri Ram, and how Sita is linked with Sri Ramji, and everything, all aspect of their life they have discussed in the Ramayana. So they have intentionally done it so that peoples will more understand about them, and there will more conflict will be there between this Hindu Muslim in India. the the observations of Arunda Adornum is instructive in the respect. The facet and propaganda is psychologically because of its irrational authorities aim, which cannot be attended by mean of ration convention, but only through the skillful awakening of the portion of the subject anarchy inherent. The objective aim of the fascism are largely irrational in so far as they contracted the material interest of great number of those who they try to embrace. Since it would be impossible to fascism to win the masses through rational arguments, its agenda must necessarily be deflected from the destructive thinking. Then it must be oriented physiological and has a mobilized irrational unconscious irrespective processes. The regional symbol and political mobilization. The agitation of the mandir at Ayodhya. The author also it's there again that P.N. Panikar, source social your scientist. Okay, and this all document is same which we have given earlier itself. Then the 52 is related to the religious symbols and political mobilization. The agitation of the mandir at Ayodhya. Oh, that is also same book is there. Then 53 also Bruno Rathor is there. On 54 it's showing a particular link which we have given you. New Delhi, January 12 2011 2001 7 p.m. IST, that also we have given. Then 55 the human laws, sphere of human laws regarding that. In that profancy or profanations in the country apparatus that restore to common use, and what sacrifice and had separated and divided. The profanes signified to restore the things to free use of man. The Agman and the Georgie 1942. Okay, that is we have given you. So these all other images are given. Okay, and now we can see that how the peoples they are linked with this Hindu relations, and how this Sri Ram Mandir is connected with all. Okay, and how this Shilp Nyas, and how this other aspect that you can see in the pictures, that how this all bricks also there which is written by Jai Shri Ram, okay, clearly in this. Okay, so these all things we can see in the pictures, and how it is connected with our Hindu and Muslim conflicts all across in India, and how then it will be like taken particular diversion towards this political aspects. Okay, that also it's shown here in this book. Okay, so if anyone is want to get this soft copy of this book, that also you can ask, you can comment, or you can write it down to me. Okay, and then we will just give you this book as well. Okay, then see you in the next session, and that will be then of tomorrow. And in that we will be discussing in further of it. Okay, now up to this page number 24th we have completed. Okay, now it's just half and of that it's still left, so we'll continue from there. Okay, thank you, and see you then tomorrow on the same subject. Thank you, take care. Hello, welcome friends. Now again we will discuss here the Ram Mandir, and regarding the Ram Ayodhya, whatever conflicts will be there. Okay, so we are there completed our up to till 24 pages and all. Now we will complete our this two, three, four more pages in that today in our this session. So now you can see easily in the books which I have given it to you. Okay, and in the link also we have shown that in January 1989 the third Dharma Sansad was organized by VHP, and it was decided to hold the Ram Shilpa. Okay, and then pujan program at every temple of the country. First, it is a mass contact and mobilization program which emotionally involves and integrates the Hindu society to a national cause. It is a program that connects every individual to the national memorial of Sri Ram. In a way, it is a memoriam which will be built by mass particulations brick by brick. Thirdly, the dharmacharyas and religion leaders of all the sectors of Hinduism have came together on a common platform and actively participate in mass mobilization of Hindus. So you can see in 1989, okay, like there are peoples by that Britishers who told to Indian some political guys that we will make you strong in politics out there in India if you can agitate peoples about this Hinduism or Hindutva there in India. And because we are very silent peoples, Hindus people are very silent, but that opposite side of Muslims are very much like already having the agitations in their mind. Okay, which created by the Britishers only. Okay, and one by one, like their leaders are like that, and they will promote the agitation. So same way, Hinduism also, their leaders are in India, like organized by VHP. Okay, this VHP, they have just tried their level best to agitate the peoples, so that maximum peoples in India will be having a particular mindset that we have to save our Hindutva or Sanatan Dharma and all. Okay, Hindutva word is given by this kind of evil peoples only, VHP and BJP. Okay, so that's why we always need to think that what exactly correct is there. So they have tried their level best to door-to-door campaign that you have to come and you have to put one brick so that we can make and construct our Ram Mandir. So like that they have tried their level best, and due to that their like main this thing also they have able to do it. Okay, that also that they are able to do it on that. And secondly, their main intention is behind that because the Britishers has given some money to them like VHP and BJPs, that you will bring all Hindutva or Hindu peoples from their home, and tell them that it is very important. If you will not do it, then Muslim will take over and all everything like that. So then that's why they have misguided the peoples. The more you will misguide, then more you will be very close and you will be very good for Britishers. So okay, so same like rule and divide policy, they always do it. Okay, when like they want to keep on keep their state in their hand. So always they will rule and divide the people, so that always they will rule. Okay, so that's why they have planned it very well in 1970, in 1989. Okay, with the help of this VHP. Okay, and in that they have told it Ram Shilpa Pujan program. Okay, the first, it has a mass contact and mobilization program, which emotionally involves. You can very well write. You can very well see. So emotionally involves and integrates the united Hindu societies to a national cause. Okay, they have made it as a national cause, but that time we will not be having that much of money in our pocket. In 1989 it was very, like, India is very poor country that time itself. Okay, that's why in 1995 they have signed the WTO agreement. Okay, because they have made our country very very poor, and because of that only, you already, like Rajesh ji has told you, that 1995 when that PM came out of signing this kind of agreement, they told that beggars have no choice. Okay, just because of that, because that time we are very beggar. India is in very beggar state, because we always having in our mindset that Hindu we have to save, Hindu we have to. We are not in the mindset of creating or doing our own some work. Okay, like Rajiv Dixit ji has told that you have to be independent. We have to be like India, like Bharat, in which we are there 200 or 300 years back only, before Britishers, in which we are, like, everybody is saying about us that we are Sone ki chidiya. We are not concentrating on that wing. We are always concentrating how, like, if Hindu will not be uniting, then Muslim will be like overtake us, like that. So like that mentality has been made by pumping a lot of money with the Britishers, and with the help of VHP and BJPs only. Because of that only, in 2014 the BJP Modi has came, and after 10 years also he is still doing nothing for India. He just telling that you come India, and you will come India, you can make your products here. Okay, like made in India, not make in India, you make in India. Okay, so Rajiv ji has told that you will make it in India itself by the Indian people. So actually we are looking at made in India, but he told no, we will not do it made in India, we will make it make in India, so that maximum your outside companies, okay, like foreign companies, they will come in India and they will make their products in India. And once they will make it, then starting they will show that they will do some employment part also. But as I told you in my previous this thing, and my lectures or in my videos, that in some videos you can see very well that after opening some companies in India, what they will do, they will throw some peoples, like you can say some peoples like Ola and all other companies. Okay, they are hiring initially 7 8,000 or 10,000 or 14,000 peoples, and then slowly year by year they are reducing their manpower. Like for 1400 they have reduced it in the previous year. This year also they are reducing around 700 800 employees. So like that, always initially they will show that they will do an employment part, but slowly they will unemployment also they will do it. And that will definitely increase and again the more and more unemployment in India. Okay, that's why in India now in November 2022, its poverty level is like increasing very high compared to the Pakistan and other. Now we are more poorer than Pakistan into November 2022 as per the index given by the World Economic Forum. Okay, so this is all the truths which we cannot like deny in November 2022. So this is because of this, because we are always concentrating from last January 1989, okay, from so many years about this Hindu and Muslim conflicts. So first it is mass contract and mobilization programs which emotionally involve the integrity of Hindu society to the national cause. It is a program which connects every individual to the national memory of Sri Ram. In a way, it is a memorial which will be built by mass participations brick by brick. Thirdly, the Dharmacharyas, regional religion leaders of all the sectors of Hinduism have came together and on a common platform and actively participate in mass mobilization of Hindus. So whatever this thing dharmacharyas are there, okay, religious peoples who are in every community it is there. Like you can see here also in Kerala, we have dharmacharyas, okay, who is concentrating on Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and all everyone, okay, and one person will be there in each community like this, like one Calicut in there, one Kannur will be there that we know, and one Cochin, Trivandrum and all places like in Tamil Nadu also Salem, okay, Pondicherry and all other places, you can see all places having one dharmacharyas. So still today in 2022 also they are there still, but they are enough money, you can see their past and whatever peoples are there now they are present, and their home is like buildings, they're having the buildings right now in their assets, okay. So that's because they want us to deflect from our the main points, and they told about the Britishers that we will give you money, you just divert the peoples from their actual whatever needs, and you tell them that Hindu Muslim is the biggest cause which we need to work on that right now, okay. So that's why, so they always they use these kind of dharmacharyas. Okay, then we'll go further. There in Ram Shila Puja performed using performed was a turning point, okay. The message of the puja planned in every village, partly around 5 lakh in number, was intended to reach every Hindu household whose active involvement with the movement was sought through a token minimum offering of rupees 1.25, though sale of coupons, subscribed vouchers and financial assistance from RSS funds. The sum of Itna crore was collected during the program and was deposited with the several national banks and fixed deposits in public sector companies. A VHP already spent rupees, you can say 1 crore 86 lakh on the Shilas. The first phase of the puja was the concentration of the worship of brick with the name of Rama, called Ramashila, to lay the foundation of the temple. Okay, so like that, as I told you, they always used to loot our Indian peoples only, because Britishers they always say for the money part you take money from the Indian peoples only. Okay, more you loot Indian peoples, more they will concentrate on these kind of issues. So 1.25 that particular in 1989 they have taken. It's still like if you will see, it will be like hundreds or thousands of rupees. Okay, so they have collected, because and whatever fund they have increased, they have they have done, they have used that money in their election campaigning and all, after later whatever the money they have got it by that, okay. So these kind of things always we need to see, these kind of things always help the peoples, like who are having a power backup power from this kind of Britishers. So without their help they will not be able to do it, this much of big movement, okay. Because Indian state is in under Britishers only, and Pakistan state as well. So they will concentrate area wise, and every area they are having their views always, and they get the feedback, so that one by one they will be like always concentrating on their states, okay, and they are looting the peoples step by step. So they have taken around 18 lakh 60,000 or 1 crore 86 lakhs 1 crore 86 lakh rupees they have taken for Shilas, okay, and they have made it like this. Then for organizing the concentration, the entire country was divided into Kandas and Parkasandas. Okay, that we will discuss later. The puja were followed by Mahayagyas in every Parkasand, Parkans, which is effect was a site of propaganda. Once the concentration was over, the bricks were wrapped in saffron cloth and displayed publicly. They now become idol of worship and aroused considerable religious fringe. The second phase was procession, in which Ram Shilam were carried around in different localities to eventually reach Ayodhya. It implied a transition, in particular, from religious to collective public space, ensuring thus an open commitment to the cause and great visibility and outreach. Okay, so they have taken advantage of this kind of moment, and they have educated our common man. Okay, that particular time that we need to do this work, to do our the construction part. Okay, that Ram Mandir construction part in Ayodhya, and common people, they came in their wordings, and then whatever like money they have asked, whatever time, whatever traveling and all, mobilization and everything, whatever they have asked, they have done it. And by that, the BJP and VHP has taken lot of you can say advantage of it. And because you can see in today's days also, VHP and BJP still there from last so many years. They are doing some, they are showing they're doing some good works for Hindus, but they are still cutting a lot of Gau Matas in our country. Okay, and more Gau Mata they have cutted in their era, which was like cutted in Congress era. Okay, you can see in 10 years of this thing, of 8 or 10 9 years of gap. Okay, so it's very clearly indicating they are the peoples who is actually promoted by Britishers only. Okay, so I like that. So then this paragraph is over. Then on your 2nd November 1989, the place of for performance of Shiranyas was chosen, and in the evening a flag was hosted at the site. The same day of architecture of the proposed temple, Mr. Sompara took measurements and marked the exact spot of Shiranyas. The despite of Allahabad High Court ruling on 14th August 1989, the 7th November 1989 declaring status quo on the dispute site. The Uttar Pradesh government and the central government caved in under mass pressure and could not stop the Shilnyas. On November 1989, the foundation stone was laid. At the meeting of the same day, VHP decided that the natural culmination of the Shilnyas program was the construction of the temple. So like they will because they have shown this much of big public strength, okay, on this topic. And even the High Court at time itself, they are under tremendous pressure from Britishers and from the public and all their parties persons out there like VHP and BJPs. So they all concentrated, and then the High Court, they have taken judgment for in favor of them only. So in the 56 you can say what else 56 will be there. Okay, it's a your Shila refer to the Vishnu, a Hindu economic representation of the Vishnu in a form of spherical using black colored stone found in the sacred river Gandika. Okay, so in that you can see it very well. They are more often referred to as a Shila, with the Shila being shortened version. The word Shila translates simply a stone, and Shiligram is the well-known is less well known name of Vishnu. Okay, so the link also given here. You can go through it. The BJP mouthpiece, the BK Kalka, you clarified the purpose of the puja, the religious symbol and the political mobilization. Then agitation of the mandir to the Ayodhya, author by K.N. Panikar. Okay, the source document also is submitted. You can see that one. The coupons of the denominations of rupees 1.25 and rupees 5 and rupees 10 was printed that particular time. Okay, religious symbol and political mobilization. Agitation of mandir at Ayodhya. Author P.N. Panikar. K.N. Panikar is there at that time. The form of branding, tattooing. That time also it was done lot of places. The Upakand covered 2000 peoples, and a kanda was consisted of 5 Upakandas, had a population of 10,000, and 10 kandas made up of a prakanda of 1 lakh peoples. So like that they have made it. Okay, first they have made Upakanda, then like 5 Upakanda they will make kanda, 10 kandas, and then 10 kandas they will make per kanda. Okay, so like that they have divided, and they have very you can say wisely, and with the Britishers help they have agitated the peoples, and they have they have done a very good grouping at that particular year. The religious symbol of political mobilization, agitation for a mandir at Ayodhya, author PNK, source, the social scientist. Okay, volume this thing will be there. Consider bricks, concentrated bricks, Ram Shilam from India and abroad reach Ayodhya safely by the end of October 1989, as estimated 90 million people participated in the program. Okay, 90 million people, so you can see. Okay, around it will be 6 crore peoples. Okay, 6 crore peoples came. The VHP made its own arrangement to store the bricks and Ved Mandir complex 200 meters north to the dispute site. The VHP is allowed to lay the foundation stone of the proposed temple at the spot in front of the disputed structure, which it claimed did not form part of the disputed property. This was generally agreed to by all sides involved in the suit in the interest of peace. Okay, so that they have totally very well planned that particular that VHP na, and it's fully controlled by the Britishers only. So they have given them this particular instruction that you do like this, you do like this, like that only. Okay, and the foundation stone laying ceremony. Then also they have started, and the permission of the Shilnas was given on the understanding that it would be symbolic and no further construction would be raised by the organization till either of the negotiating settlements. Okay, so you can see that how step by step they have done it. Okay, so that they will not be having any issues to complete this full project. The permission of the Shilas was given understanding that it was symbolic and no further consideration would be raised by the organization till either a negotiation settlement was found between the representatives of Muslim and Hindu communities, or the portion amply clarified by the High Court. The VHP combined, however, took an advantage for the permission after laying the foundation stone. Immediately declared its intention to continue construction work till the temple was completed. The plan of temple were not made public, neither thereby keeping it ambiguous as to whether the temple was meant to be extended towards the disputed structure or not. The V.N. Narasimha Roy, was there that time. Okay, so always they want to like keep the peoples in an ambiguous status, so that they will not give the exact information, and they want to keep agitate the peoples, because if you'll give the exact information, that peoples, then they will be like not coming with them. So always they are giving half information, and they want that everyone will listen, and they will be like always be together with them, so that once they will be like not giving the proper information, then they will think, oh no, 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 they will do like that, and they will do like that. Some people, they will be keep on telling, no, 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 they are doing good, they are doing good. So that's why that always confusion will be there between the peoples, and for the person who is actually controlling them, for them also it will be easy. And Britishers only always want this kind of status only between the peoples. So always will not be having the proper information, always use the few information only, so that people will not be able to understand what is exactly true and what is exactly false, and what are the peoples are there which are giving them a good direction, or they are diverting them, they are not able to understand properly. So always that's why they always do this kind of work, to give an instructions which are totally in a confusing state. Okay, always confusing them. So more and more they will confuse, more and more they will be able to rule. Okay, so that particular thing was there. Now we will be concentrating on that next page. Okay, now we came on page number around 25. The connection of Ayodhya and Ram temple movement, Panikkar explains, was kept alive through a series of other symbols associated with Ram, Ram Jyoti, Ram Paduka, Ram Prasad, Ram Pataka, okay, Ram Gulal, and so on. Okay, and in 1st September 1919, the Shri Ram Jyoti, a light fire, was ignited by Arani Manthan, created fire through the process of friction of wood blocks at Ayodhya. The torch was multiplied into many torches and then sent thousands of villages where people are expected to light their Diwali lamps with them. The senior policy official left felt that Ram Jyoti was potentially more dangerous than Ram Yatra, which went through a pre-charted route covering highways, while Ram Jyoti would penetrate remote villages, thus making it virtually impossible to monitor. So like that, you can see still BJPs in 2020, 21, 22, or the earlier years also well, they are always trying to in Diwali time they will put lot of lamps in Ayodhya. They will show that see, this is the highest world record, we have put the lamps in one place, and this is a very good sight which we have made during the Diwali time. Okay, so like that. So always what they will do it, they will create a particular area for Hinduism, so that they can be always like happy. Oh, now we are very happy because our India is now more and more going towards the Hinduism part. Okay, we are going towards the Sanatan part. Okay, so like that. So their main intention is there to make the peoples think always in the towards the Hindus and Muslim parts. Okay, way, not in the particular how in Bharat we can go for that particular struggle movement. Okay, because that time because they have told that we are all freedom, we got the freedom, now we don't require to do anything on that. So for diversion they always tell, no, Hindu Muslim conflict is more important to resolve, then and this is not by any conflict, like we are still having a freedom, false freedom, which is like Rajiv Dixit has told us, it's all false freedom which we got it. So that they never be like knowing that we are not still independent. Okay, and the people, they are not knowing the exact thing. That's why they came in their wordings, and they will do whatever they want, or the Britisher wants. They ought to always rule and divide. Okay, divide and rule policy. Okay, now here the senior police official felt that Ramajyoti was potentially more dangerous than the Ram Yatra, which went through a pre-charted routes covering highways, while Ramajyoti would penetrate remote villages, thus making it virtually impossible to monitor. Similarly, each earth dug up in Ayodhya was redistributed to different part of India in a heroic effect to unite all Hindus in nationhood. On 25th September 1990, senior BHP leader L.K. Advani began his 10,000 kilometer Rath Yatra, okay, route to the country to garner support for the movement to build a Ram temple at this site. Rath Yatra resulted in nationalization of the Ayodhya movement and communal rights along the country. So this L.K. Advani, this is you can see his past, all his whatever ancestors. Okay, they are all related to the Britishers only, and still in his family you can see what are people where they have settled and everything. If you will research more on this L.K. Advani, you will find out that he is a totally Britisher puppet. Okay, he and they have sent him in India and to do all these kind of activities. Okay, so always they will find the peoples like Modi they have found, then your Amit Shah they have found. So these kind of always, and they will find the peoples, so that what exactly will be there, and they will earn money, and they will give money, and they will help their childrens and other family members to go for good your education, good jobs and all everywhere like that. Okay, so just for the sake of that, they will keep on doing, or for the money also they will provide money, huge money amount, and they will be like always keeping them as a puppet for them. Okay, and whatever they will tell, Britishers they will tell, they will do like that only in their lifetime. So these all, like they have done it with proper way, like with what Britishers has told them, they have done it like Rath Yatra, and by that a lot of Indian peoples without knowing the exact information, they came along with that, and due to that their movement got stronger and by stronger day by day because of these kind of activities. Okay, now you can see that because of these kind of activities, peoples will be like thinking that we are doing more better day by day. Okay, and they are thinking we are getting more stronger. Okay, but this is like a false kind of scenario which they have created. So long before the demolition of the masjid, the VHP demand for a mandir and rested on the mobilization of the mass of literacy. Okay, historical archaeology and juridical evidence which it compiled and formally presented to the GOI in December 1919 as uncontroverted proof. The VHP has statically combined myth and history, matter of fact and evidence. Okay, they have combined everything, whatever it was myth and whatever it was a history, they have combined to present a story so that peoples will understand that thing only, whatever like they will tell them. Okay, to argue which what is termed as a pro mandir thesis. Okay, so the very form of the presentation of this demand and as a historical restifial thesis made proof a central element in the debate for the VHP. The historicity of the figure of the Ram, or the your or the proof of this birth at the present days. Ayodhya are hardly relevant questions by international standards prevalent in this kind of issue. So the relevant task was to prove the long history of the sacredness of the site and a persistent trade of the worship, whereby Ram devotees the existence of an earlier uh, Vashana Mandir at the very spot of Babri Masjid and the demolition of the temple in 1528 by Babur General Mir Bafi and the assimilation of some of its parts with the mosque that was constructed in its place. Okay, so they have done it properly with proper plan by that proper movement of the peoples by not giving the proper information to them. Okay, so now 66 is you related to the regional symbols and political mobilizations. Then agitations for a Ram for a mandir at Ayodhya. Author K.N. Panikar. Okay, that K.N. Panikar also you can find out he is also kind of person. Okay, who is like sometimes is also having some issues. So in this also you can see the proper book of it. Then in 66 is the for it explain one of the demand evidence around the sacredness of the site, like the dome of the rock at Jerusalem, and no one question the Christianity right to the holy site. Okay, so these kind of they will not give the international standard relevant in this kind of issues. So international standards like Jerusalem. Okay, Jerusalem everybody knows like they have created by man-made religion. Okay, so these kind of things always come because of that only. So you can see very well that now this chapter also is almost is done, this page also. So we can see very well that how step by step they have done it. Okay, and just place affected by violence during the Advani's Rath Yatra, and how many peoples they killed. Okay, from your September 23 to November 5th. Okay, these many of days from which places it gone, like it like Davangiri, one person killed. Okay, Bangalore, Kolar, and Chandrapatna. Okay, there 30 people killed. Okay, Hyderabad 30 people killed because it's totally you can say it's a Muslim country, Muslim states, some of them. So these many people they have killed because of this Rath Yatra. Okay, so total lot of people like Bijnor lot of people killed, 58 people killed. Okay, they have just killed because and just in the meaning of journey of faith. Okay, so always it will be like that only. So and it's gone from these kind of cities. You can see very well in the picture that their main intention is to agitate. Okay, agitate peoples. More and more they will agitate, more and more they will be having good thing like among them that we will be like Hindus and all, but they will forget that we are actually not having this country itself, and we have to go for the freedom first, not this Hindu Muslim conflict. Okay, but they have not concentrated on that. In Jaipur itself that time 47 people killed. Okay, and in this states whatever like people killed like in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Ranchi, okay, Indore. So these people we have gone to their particular home with our team. Okay, which are doing particular movements out there in these places. So they got their home and they found out whatever people they killed that particular time. Okay, and whatever their religions and all everything. So in that whatever people's maximum they are shown, that's shown in that they are Hindu also. Like Hindu people also they have registered them why you are doing these kind of conflicts, why you are doing these kind of activities, Hindu Muslim. Okay, and we should be doing our Indian struggle movement. So that time we are not having the freedom, and still we don't have the freedom with us in 2022. Okay, so that's why always they will think Hindu Muslim conflict is more requirement is more in India, but they are not agreed with them. So that's why Hindu peoples, they have worked against them, and they have killed these peoples. Okay, very less peoples are as seen in few places except like Hyderabad. Okay, and Lucknow, and your Bijnor, Jaipur. Otherwise all peoples are maximum Hindu peoples only which they have killed. Okay, because whatever peoples they are not coming up with their particular you can say along with them, they will kill them. Okay, so that's why. So it's a very, you can say, planned way only they have done it. Okay, these pictures also you can see how they have done it, and that Adani. Okay, Adani, how they have done it. Okay, Karnataka riots claim 19 lives. Okay, that Char riots on fire. Okay, the Bijnor killed 2, Gondar 42 killed. So like that is there, and always we are having the conflict. Okay, then now we'll concentrate further. You can see the figures very well, how these peoples they have done it. Okay, one by one, and how the all these kind of activities they have done it because they have the full power behind with this Britishers only. Without British helps, they will not be able to do it. Okay, now we'll be more context. We'll do the our page number, you can say 28. In 1991, the Congress, on 10th October 1991, the state government acquired 2.77 acre of land. Okay, the state government acquired. The declared object of the acquisition was for development of tourism, providing amenities to pilgrim of Ayodhya. The Supreme Court held that the object of the acquisition was willed. The court quashed the acquisition, finding it to the malfied and being for extraneous purpose was considerations via the construction of temple. The acquisition was found to be deceptive. Okay, so still they are having the acquisitions, why they require this particular of land, and why, and they are just simply showing that we are doing it just for the tourism purpose only, because they want to earn money. Their main intention is to earn money. So more and more they will earn money, more and more for them it will be easy to fight the elections in future. And the main you can say the money whatever BJPs are holding right now, okay, that is all just because of that Hindu peoples, and they have given lot of money to them, and by that money they think that they will do it, whatever religion part also, step by step they will do it. Okay, and they are thinking that we will be totally control of the religious activities in India. And after it, 1990s and all, you can see your Christianity, they have grown like anything. Okay, slowly they have whatever Christian peoples are there, their activities gone very high. Maybe because the peoples are concentrating in towards Hindu Muslim, and Christian peoples they have concentrating on more build up their projects in India. So in the 1980s, to 2021 or still 2022 also, you can see so many places are being acquired by Christian peoples in south also, in north also, in west and east, everywhere, even in the middle places of India as well. Okay, so just because they are always showing that no, more important topic is Hindu Muslim, so people will be concentrating on towards that thing, and they will keep on acquiring the land all across the India. Okay, so the Supreme Court objective was required. So always they will think why they are asking for this pilgrim. Okay, but they have not given a proper answer in the Supreme Court also. Then various your security measures were taken by the government in the view of Karsena announced in 1990 to start the construction the temple. The Librans Commission report claimed the security apparatus in the state of Uttar Pradesh was rendered negatory by a systemic program of scaling down the security measures which would be deemed insufficient. The electronic measures including closed circuit televisions, metal detector etc. were intentionally rendered inoperative and effective by the administration to ensure annuities of the miscreant and easy access to the dispute structure. The physical security has been downgraded. Okay, and the cars were at no risk from the state agencies since the policy persons were insured or instructed not to relent under any circumstances. Okay, so these people they planned it very nicely so that there is no other agitation will happen, and this their whatever money and whatever Britishers they have told, they always follow it, and there will be no issue happen. So that whatever Britishers want, that there will be a separate party, we will make it with the by putting an issue of Hindu-Muslim conflicts in India. They will be always they will get whatever they have thought. Okay, always they will be like 100% they will achieve their targets. Okay, so always they will think in that way.